Emotional damage. Hey guys.
Howdy.
How's everybody doing?
Hey buddy.
Huh? What's up?
Hey buddy.
Hey.
I had a friend in middle school who's always he still talks like that. He's like, his name's Corey. Shout out to Corey. You know who you are. He's always like, hey buddy. Hey buddy, how you doing? Hey buddy.
How you doing over there?
It's actually pretty cool, but not when I do it probably. All right. What's up?
What's up, guys? What are we
Um,
talking about?
got a Patreon question.
Oh,
From,
another one.
from
Oh,
Aaron.
From Aaron?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Says, what do you predict, one, the election to be, and two, how will either side handle a loss?
Well, that's perfect because we're going to talk about that stuff today. So
Let's
thank
do
you,
it,
Aaron,
yeah.
from New York. Woo! That's a loaded question.
Riots.
Yes. No matter what happens this time.
Insurrection.
Yes. Well,
Violence.
insurrections every day. Yes.
Class 3 weapons being used.
Super violence. Yes.
Super.
I think
Super violence. Yes.
I think
Spider-Man's everywhere.
Trump will actually, I think he'll just be like, you know what? Tried twice.
QAnon,
Yeah.
stand down.
You, this is all on you guys. Handle it now. I think that's how it'll go. I think he'll go to whatever golf course he's going to go to and chill.
Yeah.
I think now that, like, Trump supporters will go
ballistic.
Bonkers.
and I think that
Grab your rifles.
Harris supporters are also going to go ballistic.
Yes.
They're going to pull their hair out
There
like
needs
that
to
one
be
girl.
something.
You know what I'm talking
that's-
about? The girl who's like, no.
I'm
You know
sure.
that meme?
Oh yeah.
The hair?
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
when Hillary was running.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
There needs to be some sort of like
I'll do it one more time.
like if Republicans lose, all right, man. We didn't have good enough policies.
tried.
We'll get them next time.
We tried.
With Democrats, all right, we lost. Let's not openly root against our country to fail and block every single thing. How about we all just work
Good luck.
together at this point?
Yeah.
Because there was a time where they could all work together.
Yeah, there was a time.
So
Yeah,
4-hour
during
times.
wars, like big
Yes.
wars. That's
I mean,
Before all of our times.
there needs to be
Yeah.
some sort of sense
Big
of
wars.
unity, dude, because we're like just crazy divided.
Wow, that's going to be so random. I want to go back to that. I didn't prep you guys on this, but so roll with me. The Russia thing is kind of crazy, right? All right, so there's all this conspiracy, not theory, okay, where Russia and China, but specifically Russia, is pushing agendas into our social media platforms to cause subgroups or division, right? So there's going to be so many subgroups that you can't agree with anyone. And they actually just pay a bunch of guys of online intelligence to do that. So a lot of what we're seeing, now I'm sure some of it's like legit and then it creates real things, but a lot of what we're seeing is synthetic, I think. The division.
Oh yeah, of course.
Especially the race and some of this the right stuff.
So I can tell you,
from the,
going when I went and did early voting, I can tell you that the division is very real, though. As far as like
I did for my house.
in person.
I
Yes.
cheated. I did it straight from home, dog.
So like
I did too.
when I went
Yeah.
to
Who'd you use as your witnesses?
People.
Okay. Don't call them out on live television.
when
Exactly.
me and my
Sorry, Joe,
wife
go ahead.
went to go vote.
He's married now.
Yeah.
Hey, you got the ring? Oh,
Oh, so
Ring
black.
Brothers.
Oh, wow.
Meanwhile, in the
Out in the cave.
And Maud.
what does he say in that? He goes, "Meanwhile, in the Temple of Doom." You know the thing
Oh.
that would rise out.
Yeah,
Meanwhile,
sorry,
in
I
the
thought
Hall
you
of
were
Justice.
going Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. Anyway,
That's
so
funny.
we're like standing there, and I didn't tell her about this because she,
job.
as we've been together, she's gotten a lot more
But you could be telling her right now, so careful.
outspoken.
Okay.
Right?
Gotcha.
Like she'll, a lot more feisty, I'll say.
When?
And just in general, like,
Her?
like, oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like
I
she'll
saw
pop,
that
like
at the
if
wedding.
somebody gets an attitude with her,
She's like, all right, guys, I love you all. Can you shut up? Because this is like super, super, super important. I was like, she's cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
And she'll clap back at people, like attitudes
For
at
real.
stores and stuff,
I love
like
it.
clerks.
Just
Like
love it.
she's always like super nice, like thanks so
I love
much,
it.
have a great day. Anyway, we're standing there,
So
and
for the burger.
there's like this family in front of us, and they have like Sam got handed a conservative ballot, so she took it. There was nobody handing out Democratic ballots, so she only ended up with a conservative ballot.
Hate how that happens.
And there was this family in front of us, and like I'm wearing sunglasses, and I see her taking quick glances at her card that she's holding, and she leans over to her mom and she's like, she's got a conservative ballot.
Oh,
And like
no.
the mom was like basically like, what an idiot. And then the mom goes, well, if she can support policy like that, bless her heart. And I was like, if Sam heard her say that, oh dude, it would have been on right there.
So yeah.
But then there was like people wearing like the Harris and Wall shirts,
Yeah.
and it was just like everybody was in these little groups and nobody was like talking. And me like, what's going on, guys? How's everybody doing?
How's everybody doing?
Like the weird extrovert, apparently, because I would turn around to these guys who were, I don't want to stereotype, but were very, very, very left leaning, and I'm like, he was wearing this super nice.
Were they like posted up, like leaning to the left?
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what they were doing. But he was wearing this super nice
purple
like
hair.
sweater vest thing, dude. And I'm like, dude, that's awesome. Where'd you get that? And he's like, a store. And I was like, oh,
A
okay,
non-Trump friendly store.
because I'm wearing boots
You can't afford it.
and blue jeans, and I got a big old dip in my mouth. And I was just like, all right, man, cool, whatever. Like, we're never
Trying to
gonna
be cool.
move past this stuff if
No.
we just can't even have a conversation.
Animosity
like
is
that,
huge.
you know?
You mentioned propaganda, pretty much. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
it's real.
it's extremely real, but also
Yeah.
think of it on the outside in, from the inside out. That's what's going on right now with our news stations throughout everywhere.
Mhm.
News
I know that was
stations
in
just
your
like-
head.
Yeah.
I'm looking in.
Yeah.
Redo the real me. So,
Well, think
what
about
was that? Can I ask real quick,
Yeah.
Anthony? What was the full question? I don't know why. It just keeps drooping,
It's
dude.
broke,
I have this
dude.
problem at home. So, anyway.
I don't know. It happens
Aw.
TikTok ads are right up your alley.
Aww.
I know it's, but think
This is
about the
propaganda.
news, right? Yes, that is propaganda. Yeah. These individuals, Democrats, Republicans, whatever, they're getting fed both ways. They're getting
Mhm.
fed from their social media accounts, which is not news based. This is just outside sources.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
then
it's
when I look
not
at news-
legitimate. It's just someone saying something and then it catches.
Hey, but look what they're
Exactly.
doing with AI now,
It's so
even,
bad.
dude. Like they
Yeah.
had like Elon Musk saying like
Oh, the deepfake stuff.
just like create like like I
Yeah.
fired everybody at Twitter who was like black or something like that, and like
Yeah.
he never said that, but like
Yeah.
if like the average
Yeah.
person who's
Yeah.
not going to
Yeah.
dig that deep, you're gonna be
Well-
like, dude, I can't believe this guy.
Yeah,
he
yeah.
said
So
that, right?
Anthony
People are very-
Blinken, he is over. He's the defense secretary, I believe. But anyway, he's over. He spoke about how this stuff doesn't even matter that it's not real. It's
Mhm.
just, is it real enough for the moment to cause a momentum? And when that momentum works, it doesn't matter that
Sure.
it was fake and that people found out it was fake.
Sure.
A lot of the damage was done, and we don't
Yeah.
realize that. But we're, even though that wasn't real, but we already had a visceral moment of that for 3-4 days.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to reset that.
Yeah, I
Because
agree.
now your mindset's like, oh, I'm going down this path. Are you going to walk all the way back? What was that first part of that question? What will happen? Or the likelihood?
The likelihood of how the election's
Ooh.
going to turn out.
Oh, okay.
I mean, looking at the early voting right now, just looking at general early voting ballots, Democrats, Republicans,
Mail-ins,
yes.
Yeah.
How many people was registering to become a Republican
Mail-in
versus
order
Democrat?
brides.
Right now, the Republican side is winning by big margins in swing states. By big margins. Like, let's say
That's interesting.
one example, let's say Arizona. It's a swing state. There were 10,000 extra Republican ballots registered.
Yeah,
than
yeah.
To compare to the Democrats' 5,000. That's 2-1.
Yeah.
I heard there was roughly 55,000 Democrats who are part of swing states who are now voting Republican.
Yeah.
And the irony here is typically, actually I think always, I could be wrong, Democrats typically vote early
Mhm.
and mail in. That's been a traditional thing.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're kind of, if you're a Republican, we're kind of safe here because that projection is going to happen anyway. But now, if it's even, doesn't look good. So we'll see what happens. I don't know if that was just an extra motivation of Republicans who were like, okay, I'm getting off my butt and voting early, or if it was people who were changing their viewpoints. I mean, I have plenty of people close to me who are voting.
I also feel like it's a lot of youth voting Republican this time around. I mean, Trump has went on so many podcasts.
Yeah, you hear he's doing the Rogan.
Yeah, he's doing Rogan. What's 25th?
And then Kamala supposedly will be as well.
I don't know
think
if
she accepted it.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
I think so.
But Rogan only has people on who he asks. When people ask to come on his show, he'll never ask them to do that. Yeah. Like he'll never bring them on if you ask to be on his show. Yeah.
Or are you saying he will now not bring you on because you asked? Yeah. Or he will never bring you on only because you asked? He will only do it if he wants to.
He only brings people in he wants to bring.
Gotcha. I know what you're saying.
Yeah, because there's plenty of people who've been like, man, let me come on. You got a huge platform. And he's like, no.
I feel like this time around, that giant swing of Republican new voters is all youth. Okay. I feel like it's just going to be a lot of people from Twitch, from YouTube, streaming from podcasts. I mean, Trump has been going off, going to
the McDonald's thing.
The McDonald's thing was big
that's
for the
perfect.
Worker thing.
That's perfect segue. So, I was looking up some information on Reddit, just trying to find out some good topics for our next few podcasts. And I'm not always looking at Reddit, right? But I didn't sign in. For whatever reason, I was not signed in. And when I go into it, I started noticing, not all of it, but the majority of things were very left-wing. Mm-hmm. We don't have anything against the left wing, but it was clearly biased against Trump. And here's just a few examples of things. And this is like, it's the next page as you're scrolling, the next page. These are all right after each other. The first one was Trump supposedly saying, I need the kind of generals Hitler had. Yelp disables comments on the McDonald's that hosted Trump for influx of one-star reviews. Jon Stewart is taking Trump's enemy within threats very seriously. 3 telltale signs that Harris will beat Trump. Real polls, fake polls, and enthusiasm. Spike Lee, I don't know how people can be true Americans and go along the Trump path. Then it talks about how X has changed everything and you should be aware of it. Obviously, clickbait against Reddit. Trump roasted by McDonald's staff for not wearing a hairnet. Remember, Donald Trump shouldn't have been eligible for presidency after January 6th. Yeah. I watched Trump's audience leave a rally early while he ranted about migrants. And it goes on and on. That's all within the same. This is not thread. This is just looking. I typed in just the news portion and scrolled. And that's all I saw. And I was like, wait, why? Mm-hmm. Why is it so left? I don't mind reading things from a side that maybe I don't agree with all the time. But why is it just that? And I just dug into some of the people who own it. And Alexis Ohanian.
I don't know how you say it, but yeah.
I could be butchering it. He's from yeah, he was from Armenia. And there was that genocide, so he came in as a refugee from there during that genocide. And then he ended up having a podcast on Twitch with AOC. Then his co-founder, Aaron Swartz, ends up hanging himself in like 2013. So anyway, then the other guy's like kind of the money bags guy. Mm-hmm. It's very interesting that, and he was all about progressive mindsets, civic awareness, activism.
Yeah, because you can't really find any sort of donor information on any of them either.
I haven't looked yet.
It's hard.
That may be, if you guys like that, I'll go looking into it. But yeah, it just what happened to just being having a holistic approach to how you say the news, because dude, you could probably log into CNN and it's going to say Kamala's winning. You log into Fox News, it says Trump's winning. Yeah. I'm sure that's happening. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's
how can it both be right?
It's the mindset of the individuals, right? And right now, it's all about winning. Like video games. Let's go back to video games. You always are trying to win in a video game. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That is this generation, the generation above us.
Trying to get dubs with the boys.
Dude, we used to, Mo. Every night we used to.
We used to. Every night.
But I think that mindset of wanting to win every day change their mindset with this. They have you're either this or this. They don't really care what's going on. They just this is my team. I gotta win.
You're
I
right.
agree with that.
That's the simplest thing. And then you have the generation of after them, like grandparents and them.
Yeah.
They've been that way since they were born. They're never gonna change.
Mm-hmm.
You can't teach old dogs new tricks.
So are we saying that we've lost the middle ground?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's no middle ground. It's like the biggest thing right now is what Trump did with the podcast is trying to get these new youth on a team. Because that's where they're going to be. Because you have to look at if you look at the policies for both, I mean,
wildly different.
so different. Yes, Kamala's policies are pretty much just like Biden's with some differences. Trump's is Trump's. I mean, they've been there for
that's
8 years.
That's right.
So
He was like, the first thing I'm gonna do,
I do
pull us back out of the Paris Accord.
yeah. Build a big wall with
Drill,
McDonald's
baby,
everywhere.
drill. Yeah.
fracks.
He does have some good stuff, like
Yeah.
the taxes for getting rid of taxes for overtime or anything like that. That is huge.
Yeah.
For us,
There was something else.
huge.
There's something really the vehicle thing. What was that?
Oh yeah, no taxes on vehicle insurance or something like that, or something like of that nature, or I forgot what it was. But
It was a tax write-off for vehicle for your auto loan. Or
yes,
something,
that's it.
which is I don't know how that would work. Maybe it's only for American made.
But I think they're not even looking at the policies right now because I don't even really know many people who sat down and looked at policies.
Well,
they
they
just
don't.
see Trump,
People don't.
Harris. And
They hate Trump.
Yeah.
Or they hate Harris. And when you go ask and watch these interviews, that's all they say is, "Oh, I don't like Trump."
Yeah. That's
And
it.
then, well, can you tell me something that Harris did that you like, or one of her policies?
Yeah, nobody can say anything.
No, that's the worst part about it right now. And
Yeah.
like right now, the Harris campaign is so worried.
Convoluted, man.
They've got Barack
Also-
Obama on the campaign trail
Well,
daily.
He's doing damage
That's
control.
crazy. Yeah, huge.
and he was not a fan of her.
Yeah, he
My
was.
understanding.
He had said too that these guys were at this rally and they said, Jesus is Lord.
Dude, I know,
and she
bro.
was like, you guys are at the wrong rally.
She looks at them and says, "You guys are at the wrong rally."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that rally's
And then
down the street, that's got less people or
JD
something.
Vance, they did that to JD Vance, and he said, "Correct, Jesus is Lord," and reproclaimed it, which was that staged? I don't know, but either way, it sends the message.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't think any of us
And
are happy about
you know what's
our
really
possibilities here.
After that
ahead.
backlash Kamala got from that, the next day or day after that, she went to a Baptist church during service,
Yeah.
and they were like going crazy, like
I think probably my
wants
favorite
to be like,
thing
okay.
ever.
Just baptizing babies, but holding them a little too long under the water.
oh,
My favorite thing ever was when she was in some country, and they were singing a
It's
song.
not been Europe. She's never been there.
No.
She made that clear.
It was.
I've never been to Europe or the
It was
border.
in some country, and they
Thanks.
were like singing a song, and she's like clapping and laughing, and the translator or the interpreter leaned over and was like, "They're singing about how they don't want you here."
I remember seeing
And
that
she-
video.
That's real.
Oh yeah,
It's where I saw
Yeah.
that. It's
and she
it's
goes
fun.
from like,
I will find that and put that in
It is
that
actually
link
so
in
funny.
here so we can substantiate that.
Yeah,
That's wild, dude.
Yeah.
That's wild.
But yeah, it's if everyone looked at just the policies,
Yeah,
it would be
policies.
it would be very different.
Yeah.
I mean, different
Yeah.
outcomes altogether. But the way things are in today's society,
It's so extreme, man.
It is-
Because
it
like
is the
even
most
what
extreme.
Trump's doing, I'm not trying to backtrack on him, but I'm just saying like the way he talks, the way he acts, and some of the things that he's for is too extreme, man. However, it's unfortunate, but I've got to go with that versus the baggage. I'm not going to
Oh,
throw
yeah,
the baby
it's-
out with the bathwater.
it's the less of two evils.
Yeah.
That's what it really
Yeah.
is.
I
And there's
would
not
say
any perfect. Like, we don't have a
his-
Reagan.
his
We don't have
demeanor.
No.
We don't have.
RFK.
We don't have
no.
these guys anymore. Like
No.
What's interesting about that with Kennedy?
Yeah.
It's Bobby, right?
Joe. No. Robert.
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 Kennedy.
Isn't it Robert?
Yeah,
Well,
it's
it's
Robert.
Bobby. Yeah.
Okay.
Bob is Robert.
Sure.
Bobber.
Rob.
Bob.
Anyways,
Robert.
there's a lot of insider talk that he dropped out of the race on purpose and then went to support Trump because he needed Kennedy's backers to go for Trump to get that, that view. And I'm like,
he's going to be over you're talking to solve his family's assassination
And
papers or something else.
Well, so yeah, I think they're appointing him as
Trump said he would appoint him.
as director of
And over the health.
yeah, something like that.
The Make
Yep.
America Healthy Again.
Yep, he's going to be the health guy for America.
But also
the Surgeon General.
that.
Well,
not that.
anyways, where I was going with that, I can't remember.
cut the cheeseburger out of him.
I thought it was interesting how, I mean, there's got to be a lot of backdoor deals going on. I will say Trump's demeanor this go around is way different than the first time. Way different.
He's calmer.
Yeah,
He's not as
older.
cutthroat. He doesn't have as
older.
much enthusiasm neither.
Yeah.
But he's still kind of like, it's Trump, dude. He's going to say dumb stuff.
Yeah.
But it's dumb in a snarky way, not dumb as an unintelligent way.
Like the Family Guy version of
The guys. Oh, yeah.
or no, South Park.
South Park.
Mr. Garrison.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
Dude,
But
yeah, I don't know, man. I think if they transfer power, which will happen one way or another, I could go so many different directions there. I do think that it's going to be a problem.
Mm-hmm.
I think that there will be a concerted effort to unstable that party post-presidency and make it where it's going to be hard to get the Senate or Congress to do anything or whatever cabinet there is.
This is how freedom dies.
It's just going to be
thunderous applause.
It is kind of just that, like where the whole the witch hunt stuff is going to continue on both ends probably.
Yep.
And no one's going to get anything
go
done.
Away. Let's just get the job done.
I think there's just too many federal employees.
There is.
Period.
But that's for another
another video, yeah.
Yeah, that's a whole thing.
But
So, all right, well,
all right, guys, yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot to unpack. There's
It
just
is,
so
it is,
many
it is.
directions we can go
It is.
with what we believe in
Yeah.
and what we think.
Yeah. Right
Um,
now, from early, Republicans seem to be winning from
Yeah,
our
yeah.
general thing. But I think
you're right.
we got a lot more videos coming up soon. So
Yep.
we'll get
We might have some guests on here. We'll see. We don't want to promise anything.
Yeah.
But it might happen.
Oh yes.
They may even have to hide their identity.
Oh.
It might be that cool.
All right.
So-
It's like that. It's like we have him in a corner, and it's like, well,
the blacked out face is wearing a hoodie. Is like,
the voice is
Yeah,
all
it's
dubbed
like-
over.
I was
Back when I
born
was-
this way.
Yeah, you were born.
but it's something mundane. Like
Yeah.
I was working at ice cream. Why the ice cream is always broken
Yeah,
at
yeah,
McDonald's.
yeah,
He's like,
yeah.
I can't reveal myself.
Honestly, though,
Honestly.
probably.
I
could.
bet it worked when he was there.
Yeah,
Trump was probably like, soft serve, baby.
yeah. They say it's never broken. That it's just like
Yeah.
they don't want to do it.
The bag doesn't get poured.
Yeah.
Sadness.
Gross.
Sadness.
Apparently it's not even.
We'll
really
talk about
ice
that in
cream.
another video.
We will. All
Well,
right.
It is real. All right, guys.
Have a
This was
good one.
fun. We'll do it
Later.
again.
See you guys.